Okay, so welcome. Now we're going to do an example, and we're going to find the arc length of a semicircle. Now, we can easily do that using the formula for circumference, right? So we can find half of the circumference of a circle, right? So in this case, we've got a circle that has a radius of 3, so we can easily use the formula for circumference to find the arc length for half of a circle, the semicircle. But let's use the fact that we have parametric equations that represent the same curve, right? Let's use the formula for arc length that we derived. So we're going to use that S is equal to the interval from 0 to pi. Okay? And we're going to take the square root of x prime of t quantities squared plus y prime of t quantity squared dt. And so now this is the integral for arc length, right? So now we're going to put in the values. So it's going to be 0 to pi, and this is going to be the square root of. Now, what's the derivative of x of t? Well, that's going to be what? The derivative of cosine is negative sine. So this is going to be negative 3, right? So it's negative 3 cosine t, or not cosine, sine. So negative 3 times sine t squared plus, and now what's the derivative of y? Well, this is going to be 3 cosine. So it's going to be 3 cosine t squared dt. Okay, so far so good. So again, I took the derivative of this, which is negative 3 sine t, and I stuck it in here. I took the derivative of this, which is 3 cosine t, and stuck it in here. And so now let's simplify this. Okay, so this is going to give me what? This is going to give me 9 sine squared t plus 9 cosine squared t dt, right? Okay, so now, and all I did was distribute the square. So then again, that should be easy to see, right? So I'm just distributing using the power rules for exponents. So I get this. And so now this is going to equal the integral from 0 to pi of what? Well, I'm going to factor out the 9. So that's going to give me the square root of 9 times the quantity of sine squared t plus cosine squared t, right? dt, okay? So now, we should notice this, right? Sine squared t plus cosine squared t, that's the Pythagorean identity, that's 1, which means that our integral now becomes the integral from 0 to pi of the square root of 9 dt. Well, okay, so now what do we get? We get the integral from 0 to pi of 3 dt. Well, what does that give us? Well, that gives us 3t evaluated from 0 to pi right? And so, what do we get? Well, at 0, it's just 0. So this is just going to become 3 pi. 3 pi units. Okay, so now, does that make sense? Absolutely. Because what's the formula for the circumference of a circle? Pi times the diameter, or 2 times pi times the radius. Okay, so the diameter of the circle is 6. So the circumference is going to be 6 pi. So half of the circumference is half of 6 pi, which is 3 pi. And we're done. That's it. Have a great day.